Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. How has your week been?
Very busy. Yours?
Yeah, very busy. Yeah,
As well.
very busy.
Very busy.
Yeah.
Oh,
How's your family?
good. Good. I didn't
Yeah.
see my kids a lot during the week. They're both at work and studying and busy with their own lives. They're 23 and 19, so
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
stay with me home.
yeah, yeah. But they both still live at home or?
My daughter moved out 6 weeks ago.
Ah,
And
okay.
my son is still with me, but he spends more time with his girlfriend and her house. Or they just move they move for 1 week here, where's the food and wash the clothes and take everything
Yeah,
and move back.
yeah, yeah. And if you said to them like maybe you should move in together, they'd be like, "Why?"
No, definitely. Yeah, it will be very challenging for my son because they already he's 19 and they are dating 2.5 years.
Okay.
2.5 years, and she will go to London for like a student exchange
Yep,
in four
yep.
weeks time. So he will be very lonely. I assume,
Ah,
very lonely, and then back home
well,
with mama.
yeah.
So well, look,
Well, we'll see, won't we? Interesting.
yes,
Uh, it'll be good. They all need that time away from each other. They don't, when they're that age, they don't understand. Hi, Juan, how are you?
Hey, good morning. Good, good.
Good morning. Yeah, they don't understand. They
no,
want to be with each other all the time, but it'll be good for them.
no, yeah, I hope so. But
Yeah.
their parents make decision and booked everything and said to her, you need a break from Josh because you
Yep,
are just, from age of 16,
yep,
day and night together. They are,
yep.
I think they start dating in year 10 or something.
Wow, okay.
And now with 19, they start talking about, going engaged and stuff. And the first
It's a
day, yeah,
lot.
stop.
Yeah, it's a lot. Good
Hello.
morning.
Yeah.
Good
Morning.
morning,
Morning.
Joni. Nice to meet you. I haven't met you yet.
Ah,
This is our first time. So my name is Nadine. You can call me Nadine. Some of my other students call me Miss Sterling, but I'm happy if you call me Nadine. Does everybody know how to spell my name? I guess you see it on WhatsApp, don't you? Yeah, cool. Yeah. How's your week been, Juan?
Busy as
Yeah,
usual.
busy too. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
first thing Beata and I said. How's your week? Busy. Busy.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. And how about you, Joni? Is it just Joni? Do I say J, Joni?
I'm trying to connect with the four audio.
That's okay. Take your time.
Connect, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Like, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
it's I hear this is not, but it's like sounds like not too good. Yeah. Yeah, you can call me Johnny. Just Johnny.
Joni.
This is
Joni.
just
Okay.
a
No,
spell in yeah, this the name is there, just spelling in the
the same. Okay,
yeah.
good. And did you have a nice week? Busy? Busy too?
Yeah, nice week. Similar.
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All
Nice week.
right. Well, we'll get straight into our work. We can still chat during the session. So did you guys have a chance to engage with any materials over the week? Yeah, what did you do, Beata?
What I did, I went through the grammar notes on what
The,
was available on
the
the page.
So did you do, which ones did you do? Because,
Look, it's only one available for us. Yes, I started with this one because rest is locked. I can't even open. So it's
okay, yep, that's good because we didn't get into this very much.
yeah.
So I thought we might go over that again.
Oh, very. And I've got question on this page 5. I don't know how maybe we do the question on the end of the lesson. I don't know how you want to, because I went through and I've got to only one on page 5.
Yep.
If you want, and on the 6.
That's okay. Questions are awesome. So last week, well, the week before, Joni, Beata and Juan were talking about communicating in WhatsApp and asking for feedback. So what we decided, I spoke to Miss May and I spoke to Miss T, and we decided that you guys, if you have questions, use WhatsApp to ask each other. You ask each other questions. Often, surprisingly, you might have the same questions. So you can help each other, and then I can jump in when I can see that you're not actually coming up with an answer. Does that make sense, Joni?
Yeah.
You're still having
I'm
trouble,
still
aren't you?
I'm just typing in my idea. That's about it.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
You may need to log out and log back in if it becomes too much of a problem for you.
Nah, yeah, it's like what's that? This is I can't hear it like clearly. It's like a small sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not. It's okay. I guess your volume is okay.
The yeah, I mean the speaker probably the volume is still good. Let me fix this one first. Yeah, just don't bother me. Just I just to fix this one. I need to try that one. Yeah, I'll try this like yeah. I'm using the laptop. That's okay. Keep going. Sorry for that.
That's all right. That's
Yeah.
okay. We'll keep going. No worries. All
Yeah.
right. I'll put our worksheet up. So, I don't know if you saw this, Joni, but this was 2 weeks ago. We opened this. We didn't do a lot on it, so I think we'll spend some more time on it today. So you won't be behind. So we learnt 2 things. We learnt gerunds and we learnt infinitives. So they're both grammar terms. So just to revise, a gerund, we weren't sure how to pronounce that. It's the ing form of a verb. So we turn swim into swimming and we turn pay into paying. And an infinitive is we add the to the verb. Okay, so this is our base verb, sorry, and we add to. I like to swim, I don't like to pay taxes. So we're still doing the verb. We're just doing it in a different way. Sometimes they mean exactly the same thing. I like swimming, I like to swim. Okay, gerunds and infinitives combine the action meaning of a verb with the grammatical function of a noun. They act as nouns, subjects, and objects in a sentence. Okay, so speaking in front of a crowd can be scary. So the subject, the gerund is in the subject position, and the infinitive in this sentence is in the object position of a sentence. Okay, so that may be a little bit confusing, but this is something that will come up over and over again, the subject, the objects, where they are in a sentence. Okay, it's a little bit like math. It's a formula, unfortunately. Okay, so I think this is sort of where we got up to, wasn't it? And I asked the other guys if they could go through this for their homework. And then I did set them a task. So how far did you get, Juan?
As I say, the last week I did that one, but the problem is that I using my iPad, so I cannot keep the answer.
It's in your head.
Yes.
What do you mean? Oh, you didn't actually write it down, like print
No,
it out.
because you need a password.
Yeah, not let us save on the computer like in office.
Ah, that's right. So you can't print it all, can you?
No, I couldn't print this one.
Okay, let me think. I have been able to print. I go around it. What do I do? I think I save it to a PDF.
Yeah.
And then I print it. But if you don't want to print it, that's okay too.
Yep.
You can keep it. You can work on it. In a workbook, I guess, if you wanted to make notes and write the answers in a workbook. Because it's good to go back over it and revise.
Yes, yeah, but I think could you please talk with them, because yeah, I don't know if everybody used to print all the files, but I think some of the people just use this kind of tablets or laptop or something like that. And I think the only solution is just scan a printed document and then say that one is a PDF.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
or get the password.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get the password. I've asked. I've asked myself, and I don't think that's going to happen. But I think if you keep a copy somewhere of at least your answers that you're working through it.
Yeah, but it's two separate files.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like have your I don't know, Word document or however, or your notes on your tablet, so that you've actually got a record and you can go back.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just as a suggestion, because probably will happen again with other files, and it's not the best thing.
Okay, all right. I'll send some feedback, and then we'll see how we
Yeah,
go.
because we discussed this thing last week that I say that I couldn't because we don't have the password.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the not having the password.
Yeah, there is plenty of solution. I can also take a print screen and say that one in another place. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I'll try and sort that out for you. Okay, Juan.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So back to what we were talking about, the position in the sentence. So some sentence positions take only a gerund or only an infinitive, but there is one position following a verb where the decision depends on the main verb. Okay, so if we look at this one here, the subject of a sentence. So S is for subject, and gerunds are common in the subject position, while an infinitive is also possible. It is very formal and not common. So what they're saying is we tend to use shopping, the gerund form, of the verb with the ing, more. It's less formal. And this one here, if we used it as an infinitive, we would say to work out in this position of the sentence where the subject is in this position, we would say to work out has really improved my health. We wouldn't say that. So working out. Does everybody understand that? The position of the gerund or the infinitive as the subject? Okay. Are you okay, Joni?
Yeah. I'm using my mobile now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a laptop. I
Right.
think something wrong with the laptop.
Oh, what a shame. But you can hear better?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
better now. Yeah, it's good
Okay.
now. Now it's here.
Okay, so this one here, we have another position. So the preposition. And this here is a preposition. This is a preposition. Okay, so gerunds are also common after a preposition. So they're common in the subject position. They're common after a preposition. And then the next position that we talk about is the object of a verb. So we have three positions: subject, following a preposition, and object of a verb. So the V here is our verb, and then we will add the gerund. So these are all gerunds after the verb. This is the one position where both gerunds and infinitives are commonly used. The choice of which to use depends on the main verb. Some common verbs that are followed by a gerund are advise, avoid, enjoy, finish, practice, quit, and suggest. Okay. So our examples here: he enjoys learning about gerunds. My teacher suggested studying for the upcoming quiz. Okay, so the main verb here is enjoys. So an easy way to remember a verb, especially in this situation, it sounds like we have two verbs, but we have to have a main verb, because if we took away the enjoys, he learning about gerunds doesn't make sense. If we took away this one here, my teacher studying for the upcoming quiz. Okay, so this verb becomes our main verb. That's what we're doing. As I said, I tell my some of my other students, a good way to remember a verb is it's a doing word. That's what we learn in English when we're starting to learn these sort of things. A verb is a doing word. So running, swimming. I think I might have said that to you 2 weeks ago, but it's a very handy thing to remember. If you look at this type of structure and you think, why are there two verbs? This one, he enjoys. So that is something we do. He enjoys. You could say, you could cut out that. You could say he enjoys gerunds. So he could use gerunds. He could learn about gerunds. He could write gerunds. Okay, but he also enjoys gerunds. You wouldn't say it, sounds silly, but it does still work. This one, not so much. If you took that out, my teacher for the upcoming quiz, that doesn't really make sense. So there are different ways that verbs work, I guess, is probably the easiest way to say it. So if you go back down to here, some common verbs that are followed by a gerund are advise, So he advised walking to the service station rather than driving. They avoid going to the city after dark. We enjoy fishing together. I will finish writing at 9 o'clock. We all practice talking with our family. I will quit smoking next week. Shall we suggest? That one's a bit harder. Suggest
Going to the party.
Yeah, going, running. Suggest a bit like advise.
Yes.
I suggest walking to the service station works. Okay, so any questions, guys?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, no, bring it on, Beata. I like your
Exactly
questions.
by the last one, by the this all words advice, avoid, enjoy. Can we, if we build a sentence with infinitive, will be the sentence incorrect? For example, I advise to stop at petrol station. I advise the team to work further on the. It is incorrect, correct? So must be
No,
only
that is correct. So if you look at this sentence here, what you just did is you used both of them.
Okay.
Okay, so remember the gerund is the one with ing. So I suggested to the team to walk. So that one is an infinitive. Yeah, I suggest the team to walk. I suggest walking to the service station.
But both correct. So we'll be.
Yeah, so yep. So if you look back on this another time,
Yeah.
this sentence here is telling you when it says common, it's like you're saying the right way of using it, I guess. Yeah. So we use gerunds in this position more than infinitives. While it's possible, it's very formal. When I said to work out has really improved my health, we don't say that. Okay, so in that position at the beginning of the sentence, so this is our position of the sentence. Okay, and this one here, gerunds are also common after a preposition, right? But this one, they're both in this sentence structure where we have the verb plus a gerund. Okay, so this verb.
Thank you.
And that verb. Does that make sense, Beata?
Makes sense. And this is what I've got the biggest issue in writing emails, to follow up, to following, and that's I need to really understand, and I will work on this.
Yeah, this is a really good table to keep referring back to.
Yep.
It's a bit like instructions, I think. Sometimes when we're learning, I know myself when I'm learning like terms in science, I need to have that thing next to me to keep going back to and making sure I'm using them properly. Yeah. So this is good. Okay, so we've got
I have another question.
Of course,
Sorry.
yes, Joni.
Yeah.
No, of course, sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's the like a example first. I mean like a gerund, but the first one, the verb. Is it the verb, the nouns? The nouns. So it's like the what's the difference between, like, this is an example, achieving something. It's like achieving the goal or to achieve the goal, something like that.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so what you just did then is this one here. Okay, so let's write that down.
Is it the gerund? I mean, it's like achieving.
Achieving
goal.
is a gerund.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
what?
we are achieving our goals.
Yeah.
And how did you say the next one?
To achieve something like, yeah, I mean, I'm putting it up front, something like achieving the goal, put in the front, and the other one is to achieve the goal. I mean, that's what is the difference between, yeah, to achieve, yeah, to achieve the goal. Yes, our goal, yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so this one here, I guess the difference is this is present. So achieving, we are achieving, we're doing it now.
Mhm. But
So
if,
we're
yeah,
yeah, sorry,
yeah, I
Judy?
mean, yeah, sorry, but if you put it in front, I mean, it's like a front, I mean, it's like a something like we get like achieving our goal this week, something like that. And the other one is to achieve our goal this week, we need to do something like that. So
I think that Johnny is talking
yeah,
about use the achieving as a subject of a
yes,
sentence.
in the
It's the
front,
first one,
yeah,
because in the first one you put the you put
yeah,
the verb or the thing in front.
yeah. I mean, that's like the
Put in the
Okay.
subject.
yeah, for like a shopping is our favorite hobby, something like that. So
Yes,
achieving,
so
yeah,
yeah, achieving our goal is our favorite hobby.
achieve, no, something like that. Achieving
Yeah.
our goal is our what is it? Main reason, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So the other sentence is like to achieve our goal this week, we need to do something. I mean, that's in between that one. If you put in like achieving in the first sentence with the to achieve in the first sentence. So which one the better, or which one the correct one?
You're kind of saying two different things.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because shopping is my favorite hobby. Achieving goals is our favorite hobby. I think when I said before, it's in the present. So if you want to
Yeah,
say that you are going to do something, okay, I'm going
yeah,
to make a cup of coffee.
yeah.
That is in the future. Okay, so if you were talking to your staff and you said, we are achieving our goals, that is what you're doing now. We will be achieving our goals by writing more reports. But when you say to, you want to achieve goals. So I guess it depends. If you look back at these ones here, I think, like I said to Beata,
Mhm.
I think you need to go back to these and say, in this position, like you said, I just can't help but go back to this one here, Joni.
Mhm.
Okay, so shopping, that's at the beginning of the sentence, but if we go back down to here, the object of the verb is in the middle, so that is where we can put an infinitive as well. All right, so I don't know, it's hard because it's like you're saying two different things.
Okay, so I'll probably give it another example. Probably here, studying English in the morning is my favorite. That's first, studying English, something like that. And the second one,
Okay.
yeah, to study English.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't say
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Then they won't see
So
that. Okay.
this one here,
Yep.
if I put to in front of it, it doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah.
If I put to in front of shopping, to shopping or to go shopping, it's too formal and not common. Okay, so
Okay.
you said studying English in the morning.
Yeah, probably I can put it like my favorite, something like that, or my task. Something like that. I mean, like studying English in the morning is my favorite. That's it. That's one sentence.
Okay, studying.
Yeah.
I think the point is that it's not incorrect, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
But
thank you, Juan. Yeah.
it's not common. But it's not common.
Yes.
Not
So
common. Okay.
it still makes sense.
Yeah, because I saw
Thank,
this some. Yeah.
thank you, Juan, for explaining that. So it is possible. This is the wording. It's possible, but it's formal and it's not common. So studying English in the morning is my favorite. We just don't say it that way because we need to make that verb we need to make it work better. Does that make sense? We need to make it work better. So we want to
Okay.
say I mean, there's many ways you could say that. You could say, I like to study English in the morning, but what that means is your verb.
Yeah, you are changing the verb for like, or not?
Yeah, it becomes this formula here. So you could also say, I like studying.
Okay. Yeah.
Studying English studying English in the morning is my favorite way to study English. Makes more sense. So what you're doing, you're doing both of these at the same time. Now you're putting swimming and to swim together. I know this isn't what you're doing, but this is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I like to swimming. Okay, if you said that, you could say, I like to
swim.
Go swimming, or you could say, I like to swim. Okay, but we don't do both of these together. We don't add the ing. I like to swimming. It's a bit like Juan said. I mean, we know what you mean, but it's too formal. It's not common. It's not. We'll keep working on the positions of the verbs. I think we need to just keep doing more practice on the positions because it's not exact. It's not going to be true for every single sentence. Okay. Some sentences are going to be use a different structure. Okay, they might make sense. It's like having 3 blocks, and we can put the blocks in different positions and we know what they mean, but it's not really the right way to say it. So we want to work out exactly where those blocks are meant to go for the purpose of what we want to say.
Okay.
So let's just keep going. All right. And as you come up again with that, just jump in and ask me, and then we'll just keep working on it because it's hard. Like, this is hard even for English speakers to learn. It's hard to hard to get it right every time. And that's why when we are children, we get taught, like we don't learn these until we're probably in the end of primary school. The subject, verb, subject, position, object, formula, that doesn't happen until, we're probably about 10 or 12 when we're learning it properly to be able to write a proper sentence. I mean, we can write a proper sentence, but when we want to put it into a story and we want it to make more sense. So let's just keep going. Okay, so a verb can be in any tense. Progressive tenses use the ing form, so it is possible to see two ing forms side by side. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Joni. So this is an exception to the rule, all right? So we are, that's a verb. Quitting, it's a verb. Smoking, okay, so that's our verb, but it's working as a noun. A noun is a name of a word. We are all quitting smoking next Friday. So that becomes a future tense because next Friday is not now. It's not in the past. It's not now. It's in the future. So we are all quitting smoking next Friday. Michelle was practicing juggling 5 oranges when I saw her. And this is what makes it in the past. Okay, so Michelle was juggling. You could say Michelle is juggling 5 oranges. But the progressive tense, and that's where it becomes confusing. So we have them both together. The progressive verb and the gerund. So this is our progressive verb, and this is our progressive verb. And in this sense, progressive doesn't mean like progressive in the future. Progressive just means where is it going? Is it going backwards? Is it going forwards? So we are all quitting smoking next Friday. That makes it in the future. All right. And Michelle was practicing juggling. That becomes in the past. But we're still using our gerund, our original gerund, if that makes sense, our original gerund. But we're adding another gerund to clarify. Quitting and practicing, smoking and juggling, they're all things that we do. We're doing those. I'm quitting sugar. I am practicing speaking. But what we did with our sentence structure was create a tense. Okay, does everybody understand what tense is? Do you understand what tense is, Joni?
Yeah, that's double.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions on this one? You look confused, Joni, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I know that one. The progressive tense, yeah.
Okay. All right. Go is often used to describe an activity in English. No matter the tense used, go is followed by a gerund. This is what we call a rule in English. English has many rules, many rules. We always follow go with a gerund. Okay, so go is a very common verb. We can replace go with went. Same thing. We don't say she go golfing, but it means the same thing. All right. So go is a good way to remember a verb because it's something that we do. So she went golfing. This is where they're actually using go because that makes more sense. Do you want to go? And we are going. But remember that it needs to be followed by a gerund. You don't say, I go ski tomorrow.
It doesn't sound right, you know.
No, it doesn't. I go ski. Little children will often say that. They don't like to say, because they're learning to speak, they don't say the ing. It's hard for them, so they will say, I go ski, I go drink, I go toilet, that type of thing. Okay. All right. There's lots and lots of rules, isn't there, guys? So this was our list of common verbs followed by a gerund. So we had that list up in the beginning where we use admit, advise, advise. I forget what the other one was. So advise, avoid, enjoy, finish, practice, quit. Okay, they're followed by a gerund. Enjoys learning, suggested studying. So let's practice with these ones. Could I get you guys to pick, just to pick 5 verbs and write down the verb followed by a gerund. So for an example, finish, we can add very easily, we can add, Nadine will finish talking, so you can write. So all I want you to do is just add 1 gerund to 5 words. So if you guys write that down on something, then we will share afterwards and we'll talk about it. And don't worry if you don't get it right, who cares? We're all here to learn. I learn every day. I learned that the door in the laundry didn't work last night. You know, I learned that. Okay, you don't need long. I'll give you 2 minutes so you get a bit of thinking time. 20 seconds. Okay. Shall we start with you, Beata?
Yep, we can start. So choose the word miss, the last column, miss. So she misses eating her mom's soup every morning. I try to make harder for myself. So
Yeah. She misses. Yeah, perfect. You can make that into misses. So or you could just say I miss eating.
I will be already easy, even with pronunciation. Misses. There's too many ss in the word.
No, you can. She misses. She misses her mum. She misses her mum's cooking. Yep, you can say that. Perfect. Yep.
So the cooking will be on the end because you put already her mom in the middle. So she misses
Exactly.
her mom cooking on the
Exactly.
end. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And another one, Beata?
He discusses boarding to an international school with his parents. He discusses.
Yep. So what you're doing is right, but for the exercise, to keep it simple, I was hoping that you would just use the word as it is. So can you say that again?
With my way, he discusses.
Yep.
Discusses boarding to an international school. Boarding, going to international school.
Yep. So
how I said,
he will discuss boarding.
Okay.
He will discuss boarding at the international school.
You see, you find already 2 mistakes.
No, they're not. No, honestly, they're not mistakes. You're doing them right. I just wanted you to do it this way so that you can put them in that position. Yeah.
Okay. We appreciated walking with Auntie. We appreciated walking with Auntie.
Yep. Okay. Or I appreciate working with my aunt or auntie. I appreciate working.
Okay, walking.
Yeah.
And I put in the past, or she completes studying at the university.
Okay, so you had already changed that to completed, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. So she will complete her studies. Although that's complete. That's not really followed by a run though, is it, Beata?
The studying.
Complete studying. I will complete studying next year.
Okay. So it's like a time frame on the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. For the ease of making it, complete studying. I would prefer that to say I will complete my studies. But at the moment, complete, that one's a bit elusive. Complete. Someone else might have an idea for that one actually, if they're using their brain this morning on Saturday morning on this nearly winter's day with all of our busy things in our life. Okay, do you want to go next one, please?
I don't have more.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, sorry, Beata. What did you say?
Have more.
You have more?
No, I don't have more.
Oh, I thought you said I have more. I thought you were like,
I hear it. I hear it. You said it more.
all of them. Let's do it. Good work. Thank you, Beata. Good work. See how it's good to make mistakes, isn't it? Yeah,
That's-
not that you really did, but yeah, we can always learn something. Okay, Juan, your go. Let's go.
Okay, I have the first one. I highly recommend practicing any sport.
I highly recommend discussing.
No, practicing.
Oh, practicing. Sorry,
Practicing
practice.
any sport.
Practice any sport. It's not really a gerund.
Practicing? It's not around.
No. So what we're actually trying to do is put. So see how I've done the example here?
Yes.
This talking is the gerund.
Yeah, but I'm saying recommend and then practicing. And the garage will be practicing or no?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Using two. Oh, very good. You're very smart. Would you like to yeah, maybe you should do the class. I think you're doing better than me today.
No, no.
You're doing very well. No, that's good. Okay, so can you say it again just a little bit slowly for me?
Okay, I highlight, recommend practicing any sport or can be playing any sport. Which one
Yeah.
is better, practicing or playing?
Well, practicing, they're two different things.
Yes,
So
because
yeah, so practicing is when you want to get really good at something. Playing sport is just doing it as a variety.
okay.
You want to play lots of different sports.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you did that well. So practicing, you turn that into a gerund. Very good one. You are our best student for today so far.
the next one, the verb quit in the past is like that or is quitted?
No, you can say quit. I will quit swimming next week.
Okay, because this one is I quit learning French.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
I quit learning French because I didn't like it. You would want to make it a little, yeah, I quit. Or someone would say, are you still studying? You say, no, I quit learning French.
Yeah, but that quit, because I don't remember the past of quit. Is quitted or quit? It's the same one.
Quit, just quit.
Okay.
We
perfect.
never say quitted. He quitted. Oh, yeah, I quit is better. Yeah, quit.
Yeah, quit.
It
quit.
can work, quitted, but it would be once again something a child might say because they can't get the whole, you know, their language isn't developed enough. I quitted that. I didn't like it. I quitted it, but we would say I quit. I will quit. Quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
The
next
next one, I will appreciate speaking freely.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
You already
the second
are.
one. The next one, I avoid telling them the truth.
Perfect. Yeah, you corrected yourself. So once again, it's a little bit like quitted. I avoided. Avoided is more common. He avoided me in the hallway at work because he had not done his report. But I avoid seeing him in the hallway because he has not done his work.
Awesome. And the last one, I finished working for that company.
I finished working.
I finished.
Yeah,
I have problem when I try to pronounce many words in the past tense. Yeah, for me it's difficult. The ed, the t sound, the d sound.
Yeah, that's fine. We might do some sounds. What time is it? We've only got. The time goes quick, doesn't it?
Yes, it's 5 to 9. Here is 5 to 9. I don't know what time is there.
It's 10:25. I'm half an hour before you guys. Yeah.
10:55.
After. Yeah, 10:50, 55. Yeah. But I think that's a really good point because you guys already have a good knowledge of English. This course is designed around that fact. But I think that you will benefit from those sounds. So we might go through the sounds next week. That's a really good point. So that's two
Yeah.
things, Juan. Thank you. I like the
You're
feedback's
welcome.
really, really good because we always want to make the course work for you guys, obviously. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Juan. Very good. Okay.
Good job, Juan.
Joni,
For me, my turn now.
your turn.
Okay. Okay. See, the first one is he keeps talking about the car park. Is it okay?
Yeah, you can add the
Keep-
S on it.
Yeah,
Little bit
keeps
like with Beata when she was adding the S on hers. He keeps talking.
talking. Yeah,
Yeah.
about the car
Yeah.
park. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one. The second one is she discusses making the beautiful cake.
Yeah. Okay. So let's not try to keep doing that, but
Yeah,
it is
okay.
right. Yep. So she will discuss
We'll discuss. Okay.
making the cake in that instance. Yeah.
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 And the next one is she denied receiving the letter.
Yep. So deny receiving.
Deny with ed. Denied
Yeah. No.
receiving.
He denied. It is right. Yeah. So
Yep.
you can say that, and you taking it to a different
Mhm.
level, which is good. I mean, you guys are doing it good. It's just understanding like the basic way of doing it
Mhm.
creates more. Sorry, Beata.
Could you please repeat the last sentence? I was writing there. What's the last sentence which you made, Johnny?
Oh, for me.
The
Okay.
last sentence.
She,
sorry. Yeah.
okay. She denied receiving the letter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Is it okay or not? I
Yeah,
don't know that
no,
here.
it is. It's
Is it?
good. It's good. I just want it to be more basic.
Yeah.
I know that it doesn't make sense because you're doing more than what you should. But I want it to be more basic because then you've got more. Do you understand the word scope?
What do you mean what scope? I mean, that's
Scope,
the.
like you've got more choices, more ways of making the sentence
Yeah.
different. If you just follow the really basic way of doing it, it's just a practice thing, Joni. You're doing it right.
Okay.
It's just the practice. So let's think about how we could say denied receiving. I'm going
Oh,
to
the
come
other.
back
Yeah.
to that one. You keep going. I'll think about that one. Keep going, Joni.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one I have the examples. She always avoided meeting with him in the morning.
Okay.
Is it okay or
Let's
not?
just no, it's fine once again, but let's just say I will avoid meeting her in the
Okay.
morning. She will avoid
She will
meeting.
about the will over.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's you're saying it right, like Beata, you're doing it exactly right.
Mhm.
It's just the practice of doing it this
Practice.
way I want you to get into, because otherwise you'll always change it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the sentence will only be one way. She avoided, she discusses, I just want you to bring it back a little bit for practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing it simple gives you more options later on. You'll understand it better.
Yeah. I
And
have another one.
Yep.
Yeah. I complete practicing is it? I complete practicing to write storybook. Is it to write or writing? I complete
writing.
practicing writing the storybook, or I complete practicing to write storybook.
Let's write that down. Okay, so say the first one, Joni.
I complete practicing to write the storybook, the book story. Storybook or book story? I confused in this one.
Storybook. I
Storybook.
complete
Okay.
practicing to write.
Right. Storybook. And the second one is I complete practicing writing storybook.
Okay.
Yeah. I think complete with ed, is it? Completed or complete? No more one.
So this one,
Yeah.
I complete practicing to write the storybook. No,
Yep. No? Okay.
no. You could say I will
Okay.
complete.
Or complete with ed. I mean, this I completed.
Yeah, you can write ed here, but I don't like this word.
Okay.
You don't. You don't need to write that in this. I will complete writing
Yeah.
the storybook.
Okay.
Okay, practicing is. It just doesn't really fit in that sentence.
Mhm.
I will complete.
The reason behind that, because like the story, I mean, when you try to create the new books, you need to the draft book before you have the like a final book, something like that. That's why you need to do the practice.
Yeah,
That's in my mind. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, in that
Yeah.
case, let's do it properly then.
Yep.
So if you're writing a book,
Yep.
what you're talking about is a draft.
Yes. So before we
Yeah.
do the yeah.
Yeah.
So we do
So
the
rather
draft.
than saying, I understand what you mean. So what you're
Yep.
doing is changing the word draft into
Mhm.
complete practicing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So you could say, I finished
Mhm.
the first draft. Okay. So even though it's not what we're talking about with the
Yeah.
verbs and the gerund,
Mhm.
what you just said in that sentence is actually this. I finished the first draft of the. Is it a storybook like a kid's book?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, let's just say book.
The book. Yeah.
I finished the first draft of the book. So let's change it with the gerund. So
Yep.
I will
Mhm.
finish writing
I think. Yeah.
the first draft of the book, or I have. No, not I have. If you have, I have. Or let's finish. If you're doing it with a partner,
Mm.
let's finish writing the first draft of the book. How does that sound, Joni?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, is it making sense to you? You don't like it, do you? I can tell.
What? Nah, no, I'm just I'm just thinking that yeah, the other way. That's a good, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the how to make what is it? Simple
Yeah,
something, yeah.
yeah. And look, why would you know the word? I mean, you know the word draft, but why would you know how to use it that way? So that's good practice.
Yeah.
When you're learning English, like I understand. Where are you from, Joni?
Originally,
Yeah.
Indonesia.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so because I've
Yeah.
heard that I've been to Bali like all Australians
Yeah.
about 200 times.
Yeah.
And it's very familiar the way that you're saying it. Yeah,
Yep.
I've heard Indonesian people speak that way, like I'm complete the practicing. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So that makes a lot of sense. All right, that's good. I'm writing that down. I need to write all these things down, guys, so I can teach you better. Okay. All right. So, any questions? I think let's
Mm.
keep doing some more practice. Did you say that you had a question for this page, Beata? For page 6? Okay.
For the wait. No. For 5. Page 5.
What was your question? Let's get that out of the way now.
Yeah, page 5 and example 4. The 4. If you up a little bit. Yeah.
This?
She advised not going out in the storm.
Mm.
And for me, sounds better. She advised not to go out.
Yeah, I agree. I'd prefer to use that as well.
Okay.
So what you're doing is this one. But do you remember when I said there's formulas with these sentences? This is just another way. And see how it says not common?
Yeah.
Common. Yeah.
That's why you're questioning it. Because I would never say that. If someone came into work and they said, oh, it's raining and, oh, it's terrible, don't go outside. And then you spoke to another coworker, you would never say, she advised not going out in the storm.
Yeah.
You'd just say, oh, she said not to go out in the storm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why, and that's good. That's why you're questioning it, because it doesn't sound right. It's too formal.
Mm-hmm.
You could put it into a very formal email
Okay.
if it was appropriate, but you wouldn't say it. Yeah.
It's coming closer to the passive writing, like not
Yeah.
not, but for
No,
sounds, I'm the sound person, so for me, not advice not to go out. This is like not active.
yeah. No, it's still active. It's still active because of the formula.
Yeah.
It's just not common. It's just English, especially Australians, like I've said, we're lazy. We like to make things short, and we don't like to say things like the full way if we can help it. So and I guess people in England, where English is more common and where it developed, they won't say these words much anymore. It's just the language changes. All right, let's do some more of these. So do we remember what the infinitive is? So we just want to add infinitive in a simple sentence. All we need to do is just do to after everything. I can afford to go shopping this week. We will agree to speak tomorrow. I appear to have a stain on my shirt. Okay, so that one's pretty easy. Do we do it? Does anyone want to let's just quickly do a sentence for practice each just now. You don't need to write anything down. So Beata, can you do a sentence with volunteer?
This is good. I volunteer to meet more people or to help people.
Yeah, to help people is better. Yeah, volunteer is a specific word in English. Yeah. I volunteer to help.
To help.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were talking about meeting, you would say, I hope, this one here, I hope to meet more people.
Okay.
Yeah. And Joni, can you just do promise?
I promise this weekend I will go to Esperance. Something like that.
Okay, so let's change that sentence to I promise to go to Esperance this weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we need to change change the word in the sentence around.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Which one?
Intend.
Intent.
Okay, okay. I will intend to learn a new language.
Perfect. And you already are. So this one here, common verbs followed by gerund or an infinitive. So this is where when we go back to our first page where we were talking about the different rules, that's where they both work at the same time. So if we just put begin, so followed by gerund or an infinitive, let's begin making dinner, or we will begin to make dinner. Okay, so we've got this one, making is our gerund, and our infinitive is begin to.
It sounds that if we put the will in some of the sentences, it sounds better. Like I just make it when I begin working and I will begin working. So it sounds, I think. better.
Yeah, when we spoke about the progressive tense, this one here, a verb can be in any tense. So what you've picked up on, Beata, is that it's a useful way to talk about tense. Okay, so that's why it's easy to say, I will, I am going to, okay, because that's what a verb is. A verb is doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a good way to explain tense. And when you're at work and you're writing emails or whatever, you know, you want to talk about what you'll do tomorrow, what you did last week. I wrote the report last week. I am going to write the report next week. Okay. Or I am writing. So that's three things. Past, I wrote the report. I am writing the report. I am going to write the report. So past, present, future. All right, we'll just do this last one. Okay, common verbs followed by a gerund or infinitive with no meaning change. Let's go. Juan, can you give me
Yes.
one? Give me one for love.
Okay. I love driving. No, I love riding my bike. I love to ride my bike on weekends.
Perfect. Yep, perfect. Good, good. Number one student. You maintained it all through the class. Good work.
Good sleep. Good.
Okay, Joni, can you do continue? So I want you to follow. Yep.
Yeah,
sorry.
okay. I will continue practicing. What is it? I will continue practicing reading the book. Is it okay or not? To read the book.
I will continue practicing reading a book.
Yeah, science book, something like that. Reading the science book.
Yeah. And can you put an infinitive in that sentence?
Yeah, I will continue practicing, right? Practicing.
To.
Yeah.
I will continue to practice.
Oh, okay. I will continue to practice reading the book, the science book. Okay.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. And Beata, let's do prefer.
I prefer to watch a horror movie, and I prefer watching horror movies.
Perfect. You guys have got it. Easy, easy. Good work. All right. We've got a few minutes. So this one's now that I think you guys understand a lot more, you can go back and read those few pages. Those rules get a bit they're annoying. They're important, like I said, to go back and have them sitting there and kind of go, okay, you know, I will copy this exact way of writing, I guess. But the practice is where we learn properly. So this one here, I love to cook. Cooking is very creative. Let's quickly just do one each. Joni, can you do number 2?
Kendra swims 1 mile a day because swimming is good for healthy.
Perfect, perfect.
Is it?
And
Yeah, okay.
perfect. Juan, number 3.
Yes. Kevat loves to watch movie. Watching movie is her passion.
Perfect. Number 4, Beata.
Daniel plans to study medicine. Studying medicine is his goal.
Perfect. Joni, number 5.
My teacher loved correct composition because the what is it called? Oh, okay. Okay, let me clear that one. Okay. My teacher loved to correct composition because correcting composition is fun for him.
Perfect. Juan, number 6.
Dr. Rutigliano gives physical examination on Friday. Giving this examination is an important part of her job.
Perfect. Beata.
It is dangerous to walk in that part of town late at night. Walking in that part of town after dark isn't safe.
All right, perfect. You guys have got that. Easy. Okay, so sorry?
Oh, you want to continue or no?
Oh no, you guys have got
Okay.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I can see
that's
that.
you know what's happening there. We don't need to
Yeah.
waste time on that one. We've only got
Yeah.
like literally a minute. So all right, so I'm going to make sure I find out how you can work with those worksheets better, Juan.
I already figured out the problem.
What's the problem?
No, I just use a different application and it didn't ask the password, so I'm doing
Oh,
right
really?
now. Yeah.
Oh, what's the application?
I have one thing that when I have my notes,
Yeah.
in the same one I can load the PDF.
So when you convert it to a PDF, is that what you mean?
No, for example, this is the app that I use to take notes. Yes, that is called Good Notes, and in the same one I can upload a PDF. And I can write over that PDF. So now I
Okay,
can
so
write.
it's called Good Notes.
Is
Good
this
Notes.
app
Yeah,
only
it's pretty
for
good.
Apple? For all or only for Apple?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I think
probably they have
Apple.
for Apple and Android.
Okay, would you be able to put that link in WhatsApp?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because then I can do it too, because it's a pain in the ass. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to be honest, I don't like to use paper.
No, I've been using my iPad a lot now, and because it's too hard to interact with those PDFs, I have to like swap it and download it and then all this other stuff. So that's awesome. Yeah, let's all try that. That can be
Okay, good.
that can be all of our homework for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think next week we'll concentrate on the sounds because that's
Mhm.
Yeah.
important.
Yes,
And
correct.
Yes.
yeah, and also I like when you brought those real life examples, Beata. I think that worked really well. Do you agree?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so between now and next week, whenever you have a problem, say with like writing an email or like you have a conversation, you go, I don't feel that was right. Yeah, just make a note and we'll talk about that next time. An exact example of what you need to do or what you did do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great week. It was lovely seeing you again. I look forward to Saturday morning.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
No worries.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Bye
All right.
bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lovely to meet you,
Okay.
Joni. See
Love
you.
you. See you.